The customer. The customer. The most important thing we have. But we have been getting so technically lately because life gets complex. Life gets more complex. Competition is tougher. And then we forget more and more that the customer, my master, my customer, my queen, is a lady. And she likes to be treated like a lady. And she likes to be welcomed with a smile. But what happens is, happens to many department stores especially, the sales are rising, but as Jim Geyer said, the expenses are rising faster, no? And then what do? The top executives see this, and then they call an urgent meeting, another urgent meeting. They go from heart attack to heart attack, like we do here too. And this situation cannot continue. And the controller is the one who screams, and the accountants and the treasurer, they scream the loudest, because of course they notice the flow of money. This cannot continue. So they try to reduce expenses, and of course with electronic computers you can reduce expenses and turn the inventory faster and make more promotions, but the expenses continue rising. Now then they try to cut advertising, but if you cut advertising, the sales go down. They go to the marking room, and it's automated as much as it can be automated already. And the warehouse is automated and palletized and everything. And the merchandise has to be marked, and this costs money, and they cannot cut down. And the invoices have to be sent, and the bills have to be paid, and the accounting is already mechanized. You cannot do. You know what they do? They cut out some sales killers, and the service gets worse. And you go, like I go around all the time, and I could entertain you for 45 minutes asking for 3 Arrow shirts, 16 and a half, with small sleeve. I know the price, and 3 pairs of shorts, Arrow at $2.50, Dacron and cotton, and I always ask for a pajama, any color, any style for my size, and you will be amazed the number of department stores where I have not been able to buy this after 45 minutes fight. Because the merchandise is in boxes, because the merchandise is in warehouses, it's in stock rooms, it's on their counters, and many times I open the box and there are only 2 Arrow shirts. I used to say that story for 49 minutes because it took me 49 minutes at the White House department store in San Francisco one, and I had to go out with only 2 pairs of shorts, and I'm not so unusual. I'm a little pregnant, but I'm not so unusual. And they never had, and I tried 40 department stores. At every city I went, I made the trial. And with a pleading voice, I go to the young lady, and I call her young lady even if she's 60. Could I have a Dacron and cotton pajama, any color, any style, for my size? So now I use other types of pajamas, and sometimes I sleep on my shirt and my shorts because I cannot find pajamas, any color, any style for my size. And I know damn well that they are there someplace. The treatment that the customer is getting in today's stores is murder. And the customer is beginning to protest. Yes, our stores are more beautiful every day. And they are bigger. And they are more technical. And they are more mechanized in every respect. And more automated. And all of this is excellent. And it should be done. But damn it, let's remember that the customer, the lady, wants to be treated well. And this we are forgetting. Now we open new self-service stores in Europe. So we open here too. And then now the lady comes with a perambulator. No perambulator, self-service, don't you see? The store now has been converted. Small store. The lady went there all the time. The owner is the same. The store is the same. The location is the same. Sure, they have some beautiful new fixtures and a very technical, very antiseptic, very logical system. Huh? But now the lady sometimes comes to the checkout counter, because this is one of the things in self-service stores. Many ladies buy more than they thought they were going to buy, and they don't have enough money. So I said, well, I go back to my house and I come back and pay you. What? Self-service, can you see? No credit. One day the husband is not feeling well. The lady calls from the telephone in a flat where she lives to the store below. My husband is quite sick. Could you send me half a pound of coffee to give him some coffee, or half a pound of tea? I have no tea. What? Delivery? This is self-service, can you see? No delivery. And give me your shopping sack. You cannot come here with shopping sacks. And turn to the left and turn to the right, and this is forbidden and this is forbidden. And the poor lady says, and what am I getting? Your prices are the same. Only because you read in some goddamn magazine or attended a convention, now you put the self-service store and now I have to be happy. What you are doing is mistreating me. This is not self-service. And I have been guilty of exaggerating self-service myself many years ago. This is stupidity, spelled with the same S. This is not self-service, this is stupidity. I tell you a bad joke, the ladies have been warned, the jokes are bad. There was this Danish farmer who had a cow. She was the champion cow. She had given him all the records in milk production. And one day, the cow stopped giving milk. And the next day, she doesn't give any milk. So now the farmer is doing something that he hadn't done for a long time. He comes to see the cow. Pretty cow, beautiful cow, nice cow, caressing her, calling her nice names, compliments. Why don't you give me any more milk? The cow doesn't answer. Ask him many times, her many times, the cow doesn't answer. So the next day the farmer comes and puts a new bed of fresh hay for the cow and new water and washes the bucket from where she drinks and pays her more compliments. Pretty cow, nice cow, you are a champion cow. No answer. More compliments, more caresses. The next day I hear some fresh hay. Why don't you give me any more milk? And the cow says, because for years you have been pulling my tits, and not once have you told me you love me. Miss Kaiser had to translate for me. Terrible. She's a modern girl. Once a gentleman from Switzerland, very intelligent man, the manager of Innovation in Lausanne, I think it was, or in Genève, one of the two, came here, Mr. Mugler, and he came with his young daughter, and she looked much younger than she was, as I learned afterwards. I said, Mr. Mugler, your daughter cannot be in this seminar. He said, why not? She said, because my language is very, very vulgar, and I have many dirty stories. She said, and what do you think, Mr. Trujillo? She's a graduate architect. Don't you think that at the architecture school she had even more than that? So I said, well, I didn't know you had such good architecture school. So, we need techniques. We need technicians. We need mechanized accounting and electronified accounting and palletized warehouses and a technically built store. We need that. But we have to all make an effort, start a campaign to remember that the customer is a lady, and I know I am repeating, with flesh and blood and dreams.